What is going on, everybody? Welcome, episode 86 of the PrimeTime Gorehounds, back after a week hiatus, watching A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge, on May 3rd, 2024. I'm PrimeTime James. I was here with the Gorehouse of Paul Burt. Coming from the UK, coming from Davenport, Iowa, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge from 1985. And yes, I'm definitely looking forward to this one. In my opinion, definitely the most underrated, underappreciated, way ahead of its time Freddy film. It's kind of the black sheep of the Nightmare on Elm Street. It's the Halloween 3 of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Definitely very much looking forward to revisiting this film. But first off, Paul, how are you on this Friday evening?
I've been doing good. I mean, I'm still kind of riding on the buzz from where I was about a week or two ago at that carnival event in France, and man, it was a really cool experience. I mean, like, had a chance to catch up with some of my old Venice Carnival friends. I had a chance to meet a few new ones, and managed to get some really good photos of everybody when I wasn't in costume. And then, of course, on the days that I was in costume, there was some pretty good, decent amount of photos. James has seen these photos, so he knows kind of what's been going on at that whole thing. And it was really fun. And I remember I was telling the story earlier that after one of the parades, I actually went to the bowling place that's next door to my hotel and played a couple of games of bowling while I was in costume. And people were just like, what the hell? I managed to score like 160 points on the first 10 game rounds. So that was fun doing that in costume. But apart from that, man, I know, right? It's not every day you see somebody walking into a 10-pin bowling area wearing a full-on Venice Carnival costume with that skull mask and everything on.
Nope, sure don't.
But those kind of footwear, man, it's like trying to get around in that. It's like, holy shit. But yeah, I'm definitely I'm actually thinking about going again, because I remember somebody was asking if I was going to, and they were saying about having my photos on their exhibition at the town hall if I'm able to do that. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, that's fucking awesome if they're gonna do that. So I don't know, we'll have to see what happens, because right now I've got like I got plans. I want to try and see if I can get something going career-wise in terms of photography. So I'm going to be seeing how that goes. And, of course, my next carnival trip will be in September at Ludwigsburg in Germany. But we got a couple months before then, so I'm still here. And also tomorrow I've got to do photography for some metal show. So busy weekend.
Awesome. Great. That's great. As for me, I literally coming off the weekend of finally having my street fight with Rip Studwell last weekend, which is on the PrimeTime James Thomas channel. A lot of good reviews, a lot of positive reviews. That makes it 3 matches in a row now. Everybody loved our matches. I guess we can say we're kind of Iowa's Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, pretty much at this point.
Pretty much, yeah.
But yeah, it was a success, and nobody got hurt. Not as sore. Surprisingly, we beat the hell out of each other. But we both walked away feeling fine. None of us sore or nothing, which is a great thing.
I mean, that trash can lid shot to the face was fucking nasty. I was like watching, I was like, ooh, shit, that's gonna hurt.
So it looked nasty, but he was fine. So I did my job.
That's good. That's good.
But yes, definitely a good time. And of course, on Sunday, I had a wrestling seminar with Jerry Lynn. The legendary Jerry Lynn, able to be under the Jerry Lynn learning tree, which is a very, very unbelievable experience. Shout out to Jerry Lynn. And
Yeah.
and yeah, and now we're back to do the Primetime Gorehounds, which for Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. Now I will say, me and Paul had this discussion before we went on the air. Part 4 is my favorite. It's my
Yeah.
all-time favorite. We did a commentary on it. Now that doesn't mean that I don't think the first Elm Street is the best. I think that the first one is the best movie. Absolutely. Out of the franchise, it is the best movie.
Yeah.
Part 2, in my opinion, like I said, I think it's underrated. I think part 2 has the scariest looking Freddy in the franchise. Like, I mean, I always thought when I first saw this film, Freddy's look was absolutely terrifying with the witch nose and the sunken eyes. The eyes look actually sunk into his head. The red colored contacts. It There is a moment, Paul. It's later in the movie where he's standing by a fire. Not this shot, but it's like he's standing by a fire and you see a close up of his face,
I
and
know
he's
the
like
one you mean.
snarling at us, and I'm like, that is horrifying. This is the most scariest looking Freddy Krueger in the franchise, and there's a lot of layers to this film, lots of layers and symbolism to this film. Yeah, I mean, for a while, people thought this was the worst movie in the franchise, but the movie has become appreciated over the years. What did you think of Nightmare Part 2 when you first saw it?
Well, first of all, I'll say it's been 10 years since I've seen this one. But I remember when I first saw this movie, I remember it was back in, I think it was.
So you don't fuck with this movie at all?
No, like I said, I'm just saying it's yeah, I'm fucking train of thought now. But anyway, the first time I saw this movie was when they released the DVD box set back in the early 2000s. That was the first time I came across it because part 2 was very hard to get in the UK at the time. And I remember when I first watched it, I was just like, this was actually very interesting. I mean, like you were saying earlier, the symbolisms in this one, the story behind this one, everything about this one just has more of a it has more of a darker tone to it. And like you were saying earlier, mate, this is Freddy at his most scariest, and that was the one thing that I truly like about this one. So where I rank this one as one of my favorites in the series, I would say that this one would probably be in my top 3 in the film series. So it would be because my all-time favorite would probably be part 3 because of it was my first introduction to Freddy Krueger at the time, and this one comes in at second. And surprisingly enough, even though I love the first movie, my top favorite in this series, believe it or not, is New Nightmare.
Interesting.
Because I really loved how they completely switched that whole thing up. Like they blurred the line between fantasy and reality. Like fantasy was coming to the real world, and that was the one thing that I truly loved about it because I never saw anything like that in a horror film before at the time.
Fascinating. All right, so Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. You ready to get this started?
Oh yeah, nachos are ready. I am 3 seconds in. We're about to see the New Line logo. It's time for Freddy to do his thing.
All right, so the rules are you're going to watch the movie alongside with us, whether live or the archive. Please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't be afraid to share the video as well. And yeah, we give our live commentary and analysis and reactions to the film. Please be sure. I already said hit the like and subscribe button. Jesus Christ. But yes. The rules are we go 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play. Again, 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play.
And if you don't press play, the next party you're going to go to is going to be a hellish massacre.
Yes, indeed. All right. So, All right, so I'm watching this on. It's free on YouTube, so
Mhm.
you can easily watch it along with us. You'll have to pay for it. It's right there.
Yep.
And here we go. In three, two, one, play.
And we
See the
are
New Line
in.
logo, New Line Cinema logo, which is forming.
Yep. I kind of like that logo, that version of it anyway.
Iconic.
Very. A lot of cool movies have come under that banner.
All right, see the school bus coming down the street.
Yep.
All right, a New Line Cinema. I've always loved this opening. This is such a very cool opening. I love
Yeah.
the a nightmare like Freddy's claws, Nightmare on Elm Street, little tiny font, and then Freddy's Revenge is like steel font. It's like, oh shit.
God, I wish I was old enough to see this in the cinema back then.
And yes, and I believe that's you can see Robert Englund driving the bus.
Oh yeah, I never fucking noticed that before.
Yep, that's Robert Englund. That's Robert Englund driving the bus.
Damn. Paul McFadden there.
Which is funny because he just did the salute. Yeah, that's Robert Englund. Which is funny because in 1985, you see, we could pick up on stuff like that now. But back in 1985, nobody really knew what Robert Englund looked like.
No, they didn't, unless they were old enough to remember a film called Eaten Alive.
But even then,
yeah. But nobody knew at the time. That was the interesting thing about it because, again, we never had the internet, we never had Instagram or anything like that. So everything about these type of characters back then had that mystique about them. We don't have that no more.
But yeah, I always loved. This is definitely Southern California, but
Yeah.
But yeah, I just always loved this opening when we're about to see it later here when they drive into the road and then like the school bus is like teetering on these two like rocks that's teetering back and forth, and how they film and shoot Freddy is just so good. And I'm just like this to me is like Freddy is unbelievably terrifying in the first two films. In the first two films, he's at his most scariest.
Yeah, like the first two films were like straight up horror compared to when part 3 onwards. You could tell with part 3 it was starting to get a little more campy.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like the MTV era stuff. Not there's anything wrong with that, but if they kept this tone throughout the whole series and kept it consistent like that, that would have been interesting to see. But I'm not complaining. I mean, like each of these films have been good in a way. Well, except for part 5 and 6. But
I could say that part 3 was the best balance. Where you still had Scary Freddy and you saw the beginning of Campy Freddy. It's just 4 on. It's when they acknowledge that this franchise is what it is now.
Yeah.
But if you really want to see Freddy at his most absolute terrifying, part 1 and especially part 2 is where it's at.
Yeah. Yeah, Motionless Zombies in there. He says part 4 has the best opening, running from this nightmare. Yeah, I agree with that.
Don't get me started.
And
but yes,
the hell.
This is such a great opening here because it's sensationalized, yes, but it still feels like an actual nightmare. Where like in the later sequels, it feels so over the top and so cartoony. When here, like it feels like a legit nightmare.
Yeah, imagine you in this situation. You got nothing between you and a drop.
And there's Mark Patton, Jesse, which his character is very layered. Lot of subtext to his character. And look how they shoot Freddy here in this scene.
Yeah, well, you do know that the Mark Patton has been touted as the first Scream King.
Scream Queen.
Yeah, or king in this case.
First male, the first male scream queen. Yep.
Yeah,
But look at that shot of the bus.
Oh, I fucking love that. Look at that.
That's
Looks like something out of
awesome.
Doom.
That looks
Literally.
terrifying. This is a very intense start to the movie.
Dude, I would have loved to have been in the cinema for this when it came out. Oh, there
But
he
see
is.
how they shoot Freddy here? How he's in the shadows?
Yeah, they should have kept him that way. Oh.
But
It's teetering.
so good.
That's great. His laugh as well, man. Just
this is intense.
I love it.
See how he's shot there? He's in silhouette?
Yeah, that's the way it needs to be. And then just like that. Oh, I can
Really, great opening. Great opening, that scene.
Yeah. Fu Manchu cereals. Really, dude?
Yep, but there's old Mark Patton who was actually a closet gay man at the filming of this movie. He's now openly like, oh, tidy whities, yeah, look at that. Yeah, everybody had those.
You see, back then, like back in the 80s, you had the whole thing with the reason why they couldn't come out about it because the whole HIV scare and all the stigmatization. Like back then, it was like, man, you can't be like that, or you get ostracized or shit like that. I mean, nowadays, like people are a little more open minded to it. Although there are still a contingency of people that's kind of like the xenophobic bullshit and all that. But yeah, back then it was like,
But what makes Jesse's character so interesting? One, this movie is known amongst the fan base of one of the homosexual undertones that this movie has, which kind of rubs people the wrong way. And of course, the whole, they kind of break the rules with Freddy. Like 1 minute he's messing with your dreams, the next minute he's in reality, all that stuff. But it's funny because the screenwriter of the movie, he swore up and down that this movie was not written to have the homosexual undertones. It wasn't until like 2010 when he finally admitted that, okay, yeah, sure, yeah, it was. But
he had to kind of play it off like he didn't know, because he knew if he came out and said, yeah, I knew I was doing that, he would have been blacklisted and fired, because again, it was at that time, you see.
And then there's Kim Myers, who was a spitting image of young Meryl Streep.
I was thinking that too.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly why she got hired for this role, because she looks like Meryl Streep.
Yeah. And in terms of the story, this film takes place 5 years after the events, even though this came out a year after the first one. But
yes, but with the Jesse character, it's very interesting because Jesse's character, he is a heterosexual, but he got hit in the head. But that's gonna be a concussion. But
no doubt about it.
But he's a heterosexual male. But what the movie is covering, subtle or not so subtle, is that he may have homosexual tendencies and feelings. It's all throughout this film, you know, like because he comes off very soft, very feminine like, um, and I think his character is like hiding, um what's the word, like he's suppressing
He's suppressing everything
those
that yeah.
suppressing those feelings and thoughts. And I think that's why Freddy picks Jesse, because Jesse's vulnerable. Because if you're suppressing a lot of stuff, that makes you vulnerable, you know, and Freddy uses Jesse to possess him because he's weak, you know, because he's suppressing a lot. And that is horrifying when you honestly think about it.
Yeah, I mean, the idea that you have all these feelings and you have to keep a lid on it because of the fear of the stigmatization he's going to get from everybody because of that. And then, of course, Freddy senses that about this guy and uses that to his advantage in terms of
Freddy
possessing him,
uses your
using
fear.
him.
He
Yeah,
uses your fear against you.
that's
That's what he does. He uses your fear.
this is what Freddy. This is what Freddy does, man. He uses fear and he feeds on it, and that's what fuels him to do the things he needs to do. That's where he gets his strength from your fear.
You know, like again, like we got the gym teacher. You know, he just says, you know, he just said that yeah, he likes pretty boys like you. He's been seen at, you know, S&M bars downtown. And it's like, oh, and you kind of get the idea that the gym teacher may kind of like Jesse because Jesse's a good looking kid. You know,
Yeah,
it's so many undertones and layers to this film
there's
that
plenty of it. Yeah.
there's plenty of it.
I mean, you can see kind of the subtle signs. I mean, look at the shirt he's got on. Look at the watch he has on. You're seeing like little subtle hints right there
Yeah.
because you kind of think to yourself, "Well, hang on a minute. That's not normally a type of shirt I would see a dude wear." But you know,
Oh, but there's the house.
mhm.
Still looks exactly the same this very day.
That's amazing that that house is still standing and it still looks like that. Which is, you know, you can't say the same for that house in Amityville because they changed the windows. But
Yeah, and yeah, this is filmed, and then let's not forget, like the Elm Street house is literally, it's in the same neighborhood as Lindsay Wallace's house, and in the first Halloween, like they literally, well, I think the scene in Halloween, the TV movie, when Laurie has like the bathrobe, but she's talking to Linda. That scene takes place in the original Nightmare on Elm Street house.
yeah, you're right. It was.
Oh, that
It
was
is
scary. Oh, that was creepy.
I
That was
saw that.
creepy.
He's just standing there.
You saw Freddy in the window.
Yep.
But can you imagine seeing that?
Oh, seeing a dude with a burned face and knives for fingers, yeah, I'd be freaking out too.
But you barely saw him. But you barely saw him though.
Yeah, because
You just saw his figure.
Yeah, you think to yourself, who the fuck is that in my damn from window or something?
And you can tell this is the director is keeping the mood in line with the first film. You know, because you can clearly tell that Jesse's dreaming now.
Yeah. Another thing I got to say as well, that's another big difference in this sequel is the music score, because the first one had like a kind of an electro synth music style to it, whereas this one has like a traditional like movie score, which makes it sound more atmospheric in this case.
See Freddy getting his glove out the furnace.
Yeah, he's getting ready for it.
And I love that they don't even give us some BS explanation of how Freddy came back. He's just back. I love it.
I mean, like he's technically a revenant, so he can come back at any time he wants.
Or that, or a dog can piss on his bones.
Oh yeah, you piss on his bones, and then, yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, but look how Freddy looks in this scene here coming up. He looks horrified, bro. And again, he's using Jesse's weakness, which is suppressed homosexuality, against him. Like, look how Freddy like caresses his face. You know how he touches him. You know what I mean? Like you'll see it coming up here. It's like it's small, subtle stuff. Well, I love this. Daddy can't help you now.
Bang. I like his voice on here too.
See how he's caressing his face?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, look at that. You got the body.
I got the brain.
I got the brain. Oh, and the brain's pulsing. Oh. Oh, and he's so. Oh God, bro.
So good. That is so good. I love the way they put that together, man.
And how Freddy's so in your face with that laugh.
I know.
I mean, I'm sure. Yes, it's campy now to watch, but I'm sure in 1985 that was scary as hell.
Again, like I said, back then nobody saw anything like this before. Oh, I can hear myself echoing a little bit, dude. Hang on. But yeah, like again, like you were saying, looking at this now, people were just like, whatever. But back then, when people saw this, again, nobody saw a horror movie like this before. This was the golden age of slasher movies, folks. Like this was at the time when I guess you could say we were in its peak era at this point, because like 83 to 84.
Oh, this is 1985. Oh yeah, this is peak 80s. This is 80s in its full glory right now. 85, yeah.
Oh, and it's not every day you see a teacher just literally putting a piece of meat on the table.
But yeah, dude, that look of Freddy with, again, with the sunken eyes and the wet, burnt look on him is, this is the scariest looking Freddy.
This is
and
one of the things
I think originally, Freddy was supposed to take one of his knives and like put it in Mark Patton's mouth initially.
I did hear about that.
But Mark Patton was not comfortable with that. But you could definitely see that there was that Freddy senses Jesse's suppression. He's using it against him. Hell, you can make the case that Freddy represents, Jesse's suppressed sexual urges.
Now that I think about it, that's exactly the case right here with this one. Like he's basically, like you were saying, like he is basically the embodiment of that, the suppression.
You can make that case.
Yeah, definite. Man, I'd love to have a
like I said, a lot of layers to this film.
Yeah, like there's plenty of layers in this movie, and some of those layers are in your face, and some of them are so subtle you wouldn't notice.
Very subtle.
Look at it, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's typical 80s mom.
Yeah, the director or the screenwriter said that the concept of this was kind of like a homage to Rosemary Baby.
I can see it.
Yeah. And Jack Shoulder, who previously directed a film called Alone in the Dark, which I've not watched yet, but I hear that's a pretty decent slasher film. It came out in 1982. So New Line offered to Jack, hey, you want to direct this movie? And they're like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
No. The infamous dance scene.
Oh, jeez.
Infamous dance scene.
Dude, that TV in the corner looks awful, and the damn radio's back
there. Yes. Hold me, baby. Touch me, baby.
I just think this was 1985 was the year we finally started getting CDs.
He said, "Take that, Dad." Yeah, Jesse, what a rebel! What a rebel! He goes, "Take that, Dad."
And now he's rocking the John Carpenter "They Live" shades right there.
Okay, wait. He's about to use his ass to close the door. Like even with this scene, it's like it's telling you something.
There's the clue right there. Even the glasses he's got on, like, look at him now.
But here's the thing. Like initially, I always looked at this scene because look, we've done this before in our lives where we just rocked out to music. That's how I looked at it as.
Yeah,
You know,
I've
like
done it.
just a kid goofing off, blasting his music, and just rocking out to the music.
Yeah, no
But
doubt.
the,
Like,
the more
I'd be.
oh no, society says no chicks allowed. Interesting. But like
Yeah.
but like I always looked at it as a kid just rocking out. But even
Exactly.
in that dance scene, it's kind of giving you clues.
Yeah, it's giving you the clues right there and then. I mean, like, but again, like you're saying, like anybody back then was rocking out to music. I mean, I know I was. I was like rocking out to fucking Slipknot on my bed, air guitaring. I actually broke my bed at one point because I jumped too high on it.
Paul, you telling me you used your ass to close your dresser?
No, I did not use my fucking ass to close the cupboards.
Okay, all right, I'm just saying. I'm just wondering.
Oh, can you imagine what that scene would have been like if I did my fat ass on that damn cupboard thing? I'd be like, oh, I don't know.
Bro, oh yeah, the music did not help at all.
No, that music, that song, the choice. I'm just like, I don't know about that, bro. That's a little bit questionable.
Now we see that
they found a diary.
They find Nancy's diary,
and this is what amplifies it even more for Freddy.
Yeah, and I like how this scene goes where she's reading, Nancy's portion about the dream she had about Johnny Depp. But then once Jesse reads it, he's reading the portion where Nancy starts dreaming about the same guy he's been dreaming of. That would be terrifying for me. When I found out the girl that lived here is having the same dreams I'm having,
man,
that'd be chilling. That'd be chilling.
I would be instantly looking for another place to live at that point.
Because you would think, like, is it the house? Is it me? Is the house haunted?
And then you read that diary and you think to yourself, no, this is not a coincidence anymore. There's something going on here.
And I gotta give Mark Patton this. I mean, so he pretty much retired from acting after this movie, because go ahead.
According to his Wikipedia, he seems to be back acting again. He's been back at it since 2015.
Yeah.
His most recent film was something called, a mockumentary film called The Once and Future Smash, whatever the hell that is. And there was another horror movie.
I love how his baseball cap is melted, and I think a record player is melted, which I loved. I love that visual.
Yeah, the candle's fucked up. The vinyl's messed up. That is...
Yeah, the melted vinyl. I love that. You really feel how hot it is in that room.
He is sweating bullets right now.
And again, it makes you wonder, is it because the house really is warm? Is it just him, or is it Freddy fucking up the room? It's like, it makes you think about multiple things.
Well, wasn't this
because you don't know what's real and what's a dream.
Yeah, it's like it's all in the mind. That's the one key strength of Freddy Krueger, is that he's going to play mind games with you.
But Mark Patton, pretty much retired because he was pretty much offended with this movie because he felt, that the writer was messing with him all throughout this process because, again, like I said, he was a closet gay man, and and putting all these innuendos in the movie was kind of offensive to him. And then, of course, he has that, black. He feels he was blackballed from the industry because he was gay and all that stuff. Which I'm like, oh, okay, that's a little too self-indulgent, Mark. But okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But now he's happy with the movie. He's happy with the legacy of this movie. So yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, back then, anybody that had that about them back in the day, they would have been blackballed. Nowadays, it's like everything's cool nowadays, but back then it was at that time, you see, and he's going into the boy. I wouldn't even dare go in the damn furnace. What's wrong with you? There's the glove.
And this is when you kind of get where you see what Freddy's trying to do.
He's trying to make him.
He's trying to possess him. He's trying to use his body as a vessel.
Yeah.
Now look how Freddy shot here.
That's a good shot. That is a really good shot.
Now keep in mind, Robert Englund's not a tall guy.
No, he's about roughly 5.
Like 5'10". Like he's not tall. But I love how they shoot him like at a low angle to make him look like to give him presence.
I think his makeup on here was better than the first one too.
Oh, his makeup effects is so good here. He looks terrifying.
Yeah.
Like I honestly wish, I love 4, but if they kept this look all throughout, it'd be so cool.
It would have been just amazing if they kept
because when we get to part 6, he looks like he's covered in bubble gum.
And he burns on him when you look at part 6.
He looks like a cartoon.
I will admit though, his makeup effect in New Nightmare was pretty cool. I did like that.
That was good.
Yeah. But
this is the same high school where they filmed Karate Kid.
Oh yeah, it is too. And yeah, speaking of Karate Kid, we got Cobra Kai coming out soon.
Let's go.
The final season, and from what I understand, it's being cut into 3 parts.
Hey, let's go. I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know how they're gonna finish it because I honestly thought last season was the perfect way to finish. Like Silver's in jail, all that stuff. Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to see how they finish this.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this one's going to end. How they're all going to tie this together. Will Daniel and the other guy bury the hatchet? That remains to be seen. But who knows what we're going to see on this final chapter?
I can't wait.
Same here. I'm hoping it goes out on an epic high, dude. I really do. Oh, and this guy here, the gym teacher, I've seen him in a few films. He was in Total Recall. There's that.
Yeah.
Quado. He was in Starship Troopers. He was that chicken shit general that was hiding in that locker after his base got completely fucking massacred. He was even on Virus too. But I don't know what else he's been in after that. I haven't seen him since Virus.
Oh yeah, he was in a lot of movies, and again, like again, there's there's many creepy innuendos that you get from the teacher. Like he's always picking on those two. Like it's always those two that he's picking on.
And this dude here in the red shirt, I've seen him before. Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead. Yeah.
And that trilogy, Feast. Which, ironically enough, his son directed.
Oh, the
birds.
The bird scene, which apparently
this was nuts.
Yeah, because they asked Wes Craven to direct this film, and he said no, and he absolutely hated this scene.
Well, the bird killing the other one and then just erupting into flames.
Yes, he said he thought this scene was so ridiculous.
I thought it was all right, if you ask me. It's different.
Yeah. Wes was like, man, fuck this. I'm out. I don't want nothing to do with this. Which is funny because Wes, I remember on Scream when they were talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, and then Wes just had to throw it in there. Which Drew Barrymore said, yeah, the first one was good, but the rest of them sucked. I was just like, wait, what, Wes,
Dude.
come on. Dude.
Like, you directed
You
New
even thought Dream Warriors sucked?
Dude, that's my favorite one. The fuck you talking about?
Yeah, because she said like the first one was great, the rest of them sucked. And even I was like, all right, come on, that's not necessary. That wasn't necessary.
You can't be doing that. But again, at the time, he was pissed off and salty with Robert Shane and New Line Cinema, and then he tried to create his own little franchise with Shocker, which that didn't work out. But that Shocker movie was pretty cool, I got to admit.
Shocker was good, but it didn't pick up steam at all.
No. And then, of course, he did People Under the Stairs. And I don't know if you knew this. Seeing we're talking about Wes Craven, I don't know if you knew this, dude, but Universal Pictures and Jordan Peele's film outfit, Monkey Paw, they're officially gonna do a remake of People Under the Stairs. It's now on. 14/28.
Okay. All right.
Be interesting to see how they put that one together.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is the gay bar scene. Yeah. This is a very
Listen,
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Okay. Jesse's a gay man. Okay. He's a gay man, but he's clearly struggling.
Oh.
Yep. You can tell he's dreaming, but at this point, we don't know if he is or not. You know what I mean?
He's sleepwalking at this point, as far as I'm concerned.
But Jesse's clearly a gay man, but he's struggling to come to terms with that. Not saying he may not think that Kim Myers that he isn't attracted to Kim Myers, or he thinks Kim Myers is cute, but I could believe that that they would probably would not be together for the long term. Look at this bar, dude.
That Electric Six song comes to mind right about now. If you know the one I'm talking about.
But yes, he's clearly struggling internally.
He's torn. He's
with his sexuality, and Freddy's using that, using that to his advantage.
Yeah, this dude right now is totally conflicted. I mean, imagine being in that situation where
there's Robert Shea.
Fucking
Yep, that's Robert Shea as the bartender. Yep.
Damn. He almost looked like Demolition at one point.
Here comes the axe! Here comes the smasher! The demolition! Fake ass Road Warriors!
Yep, that they were. Ball of bug.
Oh yeah, this is when his teacher catches him.
Oh fuck. The fuck's he got on? Never mind.
But you see like the dream-like haze to the gym here?
Yeah, like that should have been the clue right there to tell you that he's dreaming if he's seeing something like that.
But is he? Because what we're about to see, like, we don't know.
Yeah, like I said, the line right now is being blurred, and that's one of the smart things about this, is that they're blurring that line. You don't know if he's awake or sleeping right now. Or maybe both, because you remember they kind of introduced the whole micronaps thing, and even though it's a shitty remake, but you know what I mean.
Oh, and the symbolism of this coach's death, when balls are being thrown at him, like that in itself is symbolic.
Yeah, again, a bunch of balls thrown at you.
He's so weird because like you get a sense that he maybe likes Jesse, which is why he picks on him so much. And
Yeah, it's that almost like a perversion right now.
Yeah, it's absolutely, because we don't know what he planned on doing after Jesse's shower. Like
Hope it's
then
not
here
a duck.
comes the tennis balls, the basketballs are being thrown at his face.
Those tennis. That's pretty cool how they did that with the tennis racket. I just like this like sudden build up that we're getting right now. I think it's really cool. And then fucking ow. I bet that hurt.
You get one of those balls hitting your face, bro. You're knocked out. You're done.
Try getting hit in the face with a baseball. This happened to me once. Those things are like bricks.
Now, Paul, this is the scene, the shower scene, where we see that the Freddy, it's not Robert Englund. It's not. It's a whole different person.
Yeah.
Because again, like we said last time we did the show, Robert Englund did not come back because New Line's thought process was, oh, anybody can play this. Anybody can play this role. It doesn't have to be Robert Englund.
Well, that's bullshit.
Well, clearly it is, because they hired a stunt guy to play the Freddy character, and after about
2
couple
weeks.
days of shooting, like a week, they were like, you know what, pay Robert what he wants, because Robert wanted a good amount of money, but then they were like, nah, fuck you, anybody can play your role. But then they're like, all right, call Robert and give him what he wants.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, this was probably the first day of filming, and Robert Shane was like, "Oh, like you were saying, oh, anybody can play Freddy Krueger, no big deal." And then he realized and just thought, "Oh shit, we fucked up. All right, give Robert Englund a call, pay him whatever it is he wants." What the fuck? And
yeah. See,
rat-tailed.
Right here. Well, you're about to see it here. You're about to see it here. And it looks like Jesse kind of like transforms into Freddy.
Yeah, the possession has begun. Here we go.
But look how he walks. You can tell it's not Robert Englund.
No, that clearly isn't.
Because he moves like a robot. That's clearly not Robert Englund.
That's not him, bro. That's nah. Like even he said it. No, yeah.
I mean, there. Yep, coach is dead.
That's it. You've had your lungs bloody slashed like that. Yeah, that's it. Game over.
And then Jesse has the glove in his hand. So you kind of get the impression that Jesse just killed the coach.
Yeah, and he's got enough blood on him to prove it. And that's a hell of a scream right there.
He has a great scream.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here we go. And the cops just found him walking on the road. So again, it blurs that line. Like, did we just see him kill the coach?
How do you explain that then? Oh, I just happened to have this on my hand. I don't know how it got there. Why you got all that blood on him? I don't fucking know. That must be a scary situation. Knowing that something bad's happened and you happen to be there and you don't even know how the fuck you got there.
Classic father lecturing. Every time you fuck up, are you on drugs?
They always ask that question, don't they?
Are you on drugs?
Are you on drugs?
Are you smoking on the dope?
Do I look like someone who smokes? That'd be my answer to him.
Have you been drinking?
The last time I drank something was like a month ago, but yeah, I do drink, but not tonight. I haven't. I'll probably get in trouble just for saying that, but
The father's funny. And what he needs is a good kick in the ass.
I hit the fucking brain. He's probably thinking right now.
And there's even layers to the father-son relationship where the father may know deep down that Jesse may potentially be gay, and he's trying to toughen him up.
He's trying, he's trying to. He knows, and he's trying to toughen him up, and it's not getting through to him. So that's why he's, being harsh on him.
Yeah, you
same
have
thing
that. You have that, subtext. Yeah.
yeah, because I've seen situations like that in films and other programs before, where you see something similar to that.
And I love this. Yep. He's like, "Hey, bro, Coach Snyder died."
Really, bro? Oh yeah, he's dead. All right.
And now Jesse feels like, "Oh shit, I did kill the coach. I did kill Coach Snyder."
How are you gonna tell him that though?
You don't have to. You can just see it on his face that he knows.
Yeah. It's funny how that house has a red door, because many years later we deal with a supernatural entity that involves a red door. I'm talking about Insidious there, folks.
Oh, this is definitely one of the creepiest moments in the film.
Oh yeah. The fact that hand, the glove is moving.
Not even that. It's coming up here.
All right.
Yeah, I think he's gonna walk into his sister's room and his sister's singing the song.
Oh,
and how it's shot, how it looks. It is a very creepy moment.
This is probably one of the best, creepiest moments in this entire film. I mean, that is just...
That's his sister.
Yeah. The cinematography is good on this scene too. The way they got it all lit up.
And how it's slowed down.
Yeah, that very surrealness to it. I like that.
The Mark Patton's face.
Yeah,
Bro, that could have been. Bro, that was genuinely unsettling. That was legit unsettling, bro. That could have been the teaser trailer to this movie.
That would have been nice if they did that.
That would have been one hell of a teaser trailer.
If they kept that as a teaser trailer instead of just doing that other type of trailer they did back in the day, you would have had
I mean, come on, like they weren't doing teaser trailers like that in the 80s.
No, that's true. Yeah, that back in the day they would just put the fucking trailer right out there. Nowadays, if you did this movie now and had a teaser like that, you would have got some instant.
Oh, it would definitely generate some buzz.
Oh, it would. Yeah, it would have generated a lot.
But yeah, that was definitely one of the creepier moments in the film, hands down.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'm not even going to argue it. That was probably the best creepy moment in this film. And I was just after seeing this film again after so many years, man, and it still holds that scare factor for me.
Hell, you I'm not saying it is, but you can make the case that this movie is even darker than the first film.
Dude, it's not even an arguable case. It's a fact.
You can make a case that's darker.
This movie definitely is the darkest one of the bunch. I don't care what anyone says to me. They can contest it with me and put up other movies in the series that they feel is more darker. Nah, you're not gonna come close to this one. No way. Just everything about this one.
And now she's taking Kim Myers, taking Jesse to the factory that Freddy used to work at and where he used to kill kids.
Yeah, the steel mill. And call me crazy, but I'm pretty sure this is the same fucking steel mill from Terminator 2.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It looks so familiar. I think it might be.
I would not doubt it. Bro, I swear, if you told me that Kim Myers was Meryl Streep's like
Daughter
sister.
or sister?
No, not daughter, because Meryl Streep at this point, in '85, she had me like maybe late 30s at the most.
She'd be my age basically back then, yeah.
Yeah, but if they were sisters, I would totally believe it. She's a damn spitting image.
Yeah, absolute dead ringer. This is one of the reasons why she got casted, because he even mentions it in the trivia.
Yeah, Mark Patton had a very excellent point because I saw a panel for Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and he says what really makes the first two Nightmare films work is that the movies take the time to establish the relationships of the characters, where later in the franchise it's all about Freddy. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because
which will happen in the progression of a franchise. But he said that what makes the first two work is that you, again, what I always say, you establish a relationship between the characters, and Freddy is more so. I mean, he's there, but he's not like there all the time, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you knew this also, but did you know that Michael J. Fox was originally considered for the role of Jesse?
I heard about that. I heard about that. Yeah.
He couldn't do it though because he had two filming commitments. He was doing Back to the Future and Teen Wolf at the time. But hey, can you imagine if he did do this?
Was it Teen Wolf?
Yeah, Teen Wolf. Yeah. Can you imagine though if he was in this?
Whoa! Was that a picture of Tina?
I think it was.
Look, we're getting like a first-person view of somebody, and they're going up the stairs. It looked like a picture of Tina.
I think it was. I'm pretty sure of it.
Oh, this was so creepy.
Oh,
Freddy tried to make Jesse kill his sister here.
Yeah, fuck that.
That Freddy tried to have Jesse kill his sister.
And he almost did too.
He says go back to sleep. I think he has the glove in his hand.
He does. Oh, by the way, that glove was also
used. He does, yep.
That's the same glove that was used on Evil Dead 2 as well.
That is crazy. Freddy tried to make Jesse kill his sister.
He almost did. Now he's got the stirrups.
And he almost did too, yeah.
Now he's down in like pills and coke like no tomorrow.
But yeah, Michael J. Fox, I remember hearing about that. I mean, I heard that he was filming Back to the Future and Family Ties at the same time, where he would shoot Family Ties in the morning and then shoot Back to the Future at night. Brutal fucking schedule. God bless him, man. Damn.
That's some wild scheduling right there.
That's a brutal schedule.
No doubt. Oh, and I don't know if you knew this, but if this film failed at the box office, New Line Cinema would have been done. But this movie hit big enough, so it had some a cash flow going. So, and you know,
I mean, it's '85, the height of the slasher genre, and Nightmare on Elm Street at this point was the biggest film in New Line Cinema. That's why they say New Line Cinema is the house Freddy built.
Yeah, and after they did this one, New Line Cinema ended up doing Critters. Which, again...
That's funny. Well, why are you not going to the party? Because I threw my grandmother down the stairs.
Can't be doing that.
Mark Patton does a good job. He looks legit scared. You buy him being terrified.
Oh, he's definitely got the method acting quality right there. Like, he's definitely into this role big time.
He's not a bad actor. He's like, God damn, she looks so much like Meryl Streep. I can't get over it.
I can't either. Mr. Wonderful. What are we cooking in the barbecue? Can I have some of that?
Oh, rest in peace, Paul Orndorff.
Yeah, that was bad. What happened to him? I remember seeing that last video on YouTube where he was in that retirement place, and his health was fucked, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Don't use steroids, kids.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Oh, I'll tell you right now, I've done cannonballs off diving boards. There was this one time I fucked up, and I literally hit the water flat back first.
Oh,
it is like going through a plate glass window, and I can assure you, when I got out of the pool, I felt this constant flow going down my back. I thought it was water from my long hair dripping. So I'm wiping my back, and I look at my hand, and I realize there's blood. And it turns out I had 2 or 3 tiny cuts that was leaking out of my back from hitting the water that hard. I had about a good 20 feet in the air for it too. So.
This is the scene when Jesse realized that Freddy is in him. Yeah.
I mean, literally.
And even that in itself has layers to it. Because again, another man is in Jesse's body. I mean, I'm not making a joke. Even that has layers to it.
Yeah, like the whole that would fuck with anybody.
A demonic entity, trying to possess you to continue his killing. Hell, this is. I mean, I'm sorry, Paul, but this is kind of what Halloween Ends tried to do.
Yeah, the only difference is, though, this one did it better.
You're right.
Enough said about
because
Halloween.
Freddy is not in this movie a lot. I think Mark Patton said that the grand total Freddy is the screen time Freddy in this movie is only 12 minutes.
Yeah, 12 minutes. And that's why Robert Englund said this is his least favorite in the series. Understandable, but the way they constructed this story,
I think it's great.
Yeah, it's 10 times better than what fucking Halloween Ends put out.
But I can see why Robert Englund feels that way, because he's kind of contained here. Yeah. But I just think how they used him was so effective. So effective.
I mean, for this case, the whole less is more. It actually works for this one, because when you finally see Freddy, it's like a big reward for the viewers.
Oh yeah, Jesse's making out with Kim Myers, and some people make a joke. Some people can make a joke and say that he looks absolutely disgusted.
Yeah. Oh man, if only we had a pool party like this in this day and age.
Now here's the thing, Paul. I mean, I wasn't born in the '80s, but did everybody, people that was teenagers today? Because it seems like every 80s movie, there's always a party in high school. And I'm like, did every high school have parties that end on days that end in Y?
Well, to answer that question, because I've lived through the 80s, the answer is yes, we had parties like this.
That is wild.
I mean, like every fucking weekend, my next door neighbors would have a party going, and then my mom and a few of her friends, we'd have a party going. We'd have movie nights every weekend. Dude, it was a different time back then, and I was fortunate enough to live it back then.
Oh yeah, Freddy's tongue comes out.
Oh fuck that!
Oh shit! Oh, and it's practical.
I think Kevin Yeager did the effects for this one, or was it? Hang on, let me check.
Hey, listen, hey, Jesse, use that tongue. I'm sure she wouldn't complain.
Oh no, that tongue.
Keep going down further. I'm sure she ain't gonna complain.
She won't complain about that tongue going down there.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Kevin Yeager did the makeup effects for this one.
And look at this, Paul. And where does he go to? He goes to Grady. That's the first place he goes to. You could look at it as Um, he's going to Greg because he's the only person he can trust, or you can look at it as Jesse likes
Secretly admires
Grady.
him. Yeah. He
No,
secretly
not
has a
admire.
crush
Like
on him.
that Jesse is attracted to Grady.
That's what I meant by that admiration part. That kind of admiring.
Yeah, like you could look at it in both ways.
Yeah.
He said something is trying to get inside of me. Yeah, it's a female. She's waiting at the party, but you want to sleep with me.
Yep.
That's a great line. Good performance by Mark Patton here, though.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Like he puts on. People can say what they want.
He's good. He's good in this role.
Very good performance. Yeah. Yeah, apparently the reason why you never saw Heather back in this one was that because she was never asked to come back in this one.
Yeah, nobody outside of Freddy from the original cast came back.
No.
Outside of Robert. Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody, and I guess you could say some people came back for part 3, including Heather. And then when New Nightmare came, that was like when the gang all came back together. Essentially.
Oh, this is one of the best scenes in the franchise coming up here.
Oh,
when Freddy comes out of Jesse's body. One of the best scenes in the franchise.
That must have been horrifying for people to see this in the cinema for the first time. I'll bet you people were like, what the fuck, you know? But it's a very good scene. I mean, I just love the build up to this moment.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Movie trademark line. Well, for folks who's just tuned in, we are watching Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. We are 56 minutes into this movie, so we got about essentially 20.
This movie is flying by.
I think this is actually the one with the shortest running time.
Hey, get in, get out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Those TVs, Jesus.
Man, I'm glad we don't have those.
Yeah, most of these kids nowadays would have no clue how to handle 1985.
Well, when you listen to a Bowling for Soup song, 1985, that song kind of hits differently when you reach my age.
Yeah.
Because I was like 20 when that song came out, and I was just like, I don't know. And then I listen to it now, 20 years later, I'm just like, now I know what the song is on about. It hits you when you hit that age.
Oh, this is a great performance by Mark Patton here. Oh, Grady, it's happening!
Oh, yeah, it's happening, all right.
It's starting to happen again. And look at Mark Patton. He looks like he's in pain. He legit looks like he's in pain.
Again, this is all the qualities of a talented actor right here, making you believe it.
And once again, we don't know what's real and what's fake. Like this doesn't happen until after Grady falls asleep.
Oh shit!
The knives come out of his hand. Yep.
I do like. To be honest with you, I prefer this version of Freddy where you see the knives coming out of his fingers and not wearing a glove. I like that version.
It's an interesting take.
It's kind of odd, but that's kind of where I'm at with it. Oh, that is kind of reminds me of the. I got a bit of an echo on my end. Kind of reminds me of the Fly right about now. This literally reminds me of the Fly. Oh shit! Imagine that eyeball inside the mouth. Freddy Krueger having his chest buster moment. I mean, look at the effects of this, man. Like this is fucking wild back then.
And then Freddy just shrugs Jesse off like it's like he just took off a coat. Like, oh,
Yeah. He's like, whatever.
look at that! Look at how Freddy looks! Oh my god!
God. Oh, you're done, dude. You're done. I love that look he has.
He just puts on the fedora. Perfect. It fits perfectly on him.
Oh, it's on now.
And he shot at a low angle because because Robert's not that much taller than Grady.
Yeah, like you said, he's about 5'10".
But they shot him at a low angle, to make him look intimidating.
Yeah, and there you go. He just got it in.
I love Freddy, and I love Freddy's laugh. We see him in the mirror. His laugh is great.
I love it.
And we see Jesse with blood all over him again, so we get the impression that Jesse just killed Grady.
Yeah. Again, this is Freddy at his most evil.
Oh, his laugh. And look how Freddy's shot. How it's a darkness.
The silhouette shot, yeah.
You killed him. No, you killed him.
Yeah, he's really fucking with him right now. Well, you know what to say about mirrors.
This is, like I said, this is probably the most scariest version of Freddy in the franchise. Absolutely.
There's no.
And Mark Patton, look at his face. He legit looks terrified. He looks horrified.
Dude's got the fear of God in him right now.
And you could look at that scene there when Freddy kills Grady. You would think, okay, we see Freddy, but in Grady's eyes, was it Jesse that he just saw just killing him?
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, Paul. Paul. How would you feel, Paul? Yeah, Paul. How would you feel if a friend of yours showed up to your house with blood all over him?
Well, I'm fucking calling the cops right away. I'm not having that shit. I'm like, dude, what is going on right now? Like, you got blood on you. How are you gonna explain this shit to me?
This is a good performance by Mark here. He's like, it was me. I killed him. I killed Grady.
Yeah, like I said, a very believable performance right here.
He wants to take me again.
Oh, he's gonna take you again in a minute, dude. Don't you worry about that.
Jesse, not happening. It's got to be everything taken in. Schneider, the diary, the glove. Only it's all mixed up. What do I have to do to make you understand me?
You nachos.
He's not a bad actor. He's not a bad actor. I mean, again, do I think he's a little self-indulgent with his documentary? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But he's not a bad actor. He's not bad in this role.
No, he was pretty good in this one.
Those the subtleties. The steam coming out the pool.
Yeah.
Like they're starting to get warmer.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a boiling hot pool, or you'll end up like a human lobster. I mean, remember that guy that you saw got put in a fucking cauldron pot on that Shogun TV series?
Ooh, excuse me. Fuck.
Exploding weenies. I'm gonna leave that alone. All the beer cans are going off. Dude, the guy is absolutely shell-shocked right now. He's like rocked right now.
I'm sorry. I would think that the moment I see blood on my friend, like I ask him to take a shower because I don't want you to put blood all over my house.
Oh yeah, I can imagine if I'm coming at your front door, dude, I need help. You'd be like looking at me, all covered in fucking blood, like thinking, "All right, what did you do? What do you mean? What did I do?" Oh, here
Oh
we go
God,
again.
he's coming back! Run! Run!
Now's a good time to leave. Oh, there ain't no fighting this.
I love Freddy's like, there is no Jesse. I'm Jesse now.
Wow. The Exorcist, Nightmare on Elm Street style.
Pretty
Poor
much.
goldfish. And those people in the pool, they're about to become human lobsters if they don't get out. And there he is. Again, I just like
He can't
Freddy's
fight
voice.
me. Freddy just looks so goddamn scary.
Yeah, and again, like I said, I like the idea of the knives coming out of his fingers and not the glove. I think that's pretty cool. What do you think of this music score? You know, being a huge drastic difference.
I love
compared
the
to current.
score.
Yeah.
I love the score to this movie. If you listen to the score by isolated, it's a really good score.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
dude,
biting,
no. Had a bit of an Evil Dead moment there. Yep, they're about to become human lobsters.
God, that knife looks so fake.
Yeah, you can tell looking at it. Look at that. If it was a real knife, it'd be shining.
There is no Jesse. I'm Jesse now.
He might be right.
Nah, he's fucking with her now.
Yeah, now he's doing
Well,
it. Jesse's dead.
look at him, bro.
Oh my God.
See that smile on his face?
I did.
He looks so horrifying, bro.
This should have been the makeup they had for him throughout the whole film and the series. Again, like I said, Kevin Yeager did the makeup effects for this, and he did a fucking cracking job. See, that's what I like about the knives now. I would prefer that. Makes him more like demonic.
It looks like his eyes are sunken into his head.
Yeah. This is the look they should have kept from here on out. But I get it because, you know, when you get different makeup effects teams in, they're going to have their version of how they feel Freddy should look, isn't it? So,
Yeah, they're different teams. Yeah, this is Freddy. This is Freddy's a rampage moment.
yep.
Fucking jumps out like fucking Rey Mysterio.
619.
Booyaka, booyaka!
Oh yeah. You know, POD just recently released a new album as well.
Nice.
I'm actually thinking about checking it out because it's been a while since I heard them. I mean, I got their satellite album. Oh, there you go. And you know, it's funny you mentioned Rey Mysterio because for anyone who didn't know, the scene on Freddy versus Jason where you see Freddy literally jumping out of the lake, that was Rey Mysterio.
Really?
Yeah, he was the one that jumped out of the pool when
I
as
did
Freddy.
not know that. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I read into it and I was just like, oh shit, really? So that's how I found out.
This is awesome.
I love this scene. This is probably one of my favorite moments in this movie.
This is pretty much Freddy's Carrie moment.
Yeah, he's just going all out. Like, he is not giving a fuck right now.
Oh, in the stomach. Oh, and his
Ooh.
guts coming.
Oh, well. You see, the parents, they think this is Jesse. Oh, I love this line.
See, that's what you're right on the money there. Because see, at first I thought, why would you try to calm this guy down? But I think this kid here thinks this is Jesse he's talking to.
Yeah.
I love this. Help yourself, fucker! There's a thumbnail. Classic line right here.
Love it. You are my children now.
You are all my children. Now look at now the father's gonna try to shoot Freddy. You'll see a close-up shot of Freddy's face. Look at it. Right there.
Wow. Wow. I love that.
How scary does he look?
Very. That's the way they should have kept him. I'm gonna keep saying it, dude. I'm gonna die on that hill saying it. This is the makeup look they should have kept from here on out.
Oh, I love Robert's walk. I love his walk.
Yeah, he's like
how he walked away, how he turned, but he still had his eye on them though.
Yeah, he had a bit of an Undertaker moment there.
But yeah, but like at first I thought that kid was so dumb. Like why would you try to calm this dude down? But now I'm thinking like, is this Jesse that they're looking at?
That's what I'm saying. I think we see Freddy, but they see Jesse.
See Freddy. Yeah.
I think that's what they were trying to do there. Because I mean,
that we see Freddy, but the people at the party see Jesse.
Exactly. Because I mean, would you be trying to calm a fucking maniac down if you saw him?
Again, man, like I said, this movie has a lot of layers to it.
Like, the way this guy put this film together, he was pretty clever with what he was doing here. He knew what he was doing.
Well, it was when it comes to the subject matter, movie's way ahead of its time.
Oh shit! Well, I know they're masks, but still.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of goofy.
It's kind of cool though. At the time.
So technically, Kim Myers here technically is the final girl.
For this point in time,
because she pretty much ultimately defeats Freddy here.
Yeah, kills him with love.
Kills him with love, and she's strong, like, because that's what the first time movie tells us, is that in order to defeat Freddy, you can't fear him. You have to stand up to him.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized after the director of this guy did Nightmare on Elm Street 2, he directed another one of my favorite films, The Hidden.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if have you ever seen The Hidden?
No.
Oh, dude, it's a really good film. I think I've got that on Blu-ray somewhere. That might be one of my picks real soon, dude.
Okay.
And he also directed Wishmaster 2 as well. I did not know that. But he hasn't directed a film now in 20 years.
But that's how Kim Myers ultimately defeats Freddy. Because she's stronger than Jesse. That Freddy can't manipulate her. And that's how you ultimately have to defeat Freddy. Because what did Nancy say to Freddy? Like you're nothing, you're shit. Like you're nothing, and that's makes Freddy powerless.
Exactly, and they also she kills him with love, and to say love conquers all, right? So
Yeah, that cheesy bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. They used that on here. They used it on here clearly, but you know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm convinced that it's the same fucking steel mill from Terminator 2. I recognize the layout.
Interesting. Fascinating.
Maybe not the exact same part of the steel mill, but it definitely is that same place. Ooh, ugly ass
Oh,
rat.
shit.
Hey, that's my cat, Rufus. He was like that. God, rest in peace to Rufus, man. I missed that little furball. There's just some great moments in this movie, dude. Oh, he almost took her face off then. Here we go.
And again, I love his laugh because again, he's not the he's not that Freddy yet.
No, not yet.
He's still like a creep.
Yeah. You know,
Like Freddy is genuinely uncomfortably creepy in this film.
Like you said, definitely him at his most creepiest.
Jeff said, "I love you, Jesse," and now it's starting to work.
Yeah, the wounds are
because again, she's not scared of him.
Oh, here we go again with the mind tricks.
Again, his laugh. There you go. I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah, he knows he can't get her.
Yeah, he knows it.
Yeah, see?
No, Jesse's dead.
He's dead. And then this bit, if I die, he dies. Well, it's working.
Yeah. I think she kisses him.
Yeah, she does. God damn, again, that fucking makeup.
It's great.
It's fucking beautiful, dude.
Yep, that's what did it.
That's
what does it.
And poor old Freddy's about to burn up again.
Yeah, she was ultimately the final girl in this. Like she's the one that defeats Freddy.
Pretty much, yeah. I love that fire effect. Everything was all practical, folks. There was no CG back then. And there he goes.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
That is great.
You don't get effects like that anymore.
Nah, nowadays it's all CG, innit?
It's all CG.
You see, there was an art to making effects like these in films back in the day, folks. This was an art.
I get, granted, practical it's a lot more time consuming, but when executed right, oh, it looks so good.
Exactly. You just gotta have the time to do it.
Time and patience, yeah.
Exactly. Why do you think people still talk about movies like The Thing?
Yeah, but now Jesse's about to break out
again.
that Jesse breaks out and embraces his quote unquote heterosexual relationship with Lisa.
He comes to terms with it all now.
Allegedly.
That's so cool how they put that cast and everything on. Well, you got him back.
This is a good. Hey, this is a good. This is a good entry to the series. I mean, yeah, it's the black sheep. It's the redheaded stepchild of the franchise. But I dig the film. I dig it.
Well, dude, the movie's a cult classic, and it's definitely earned it.
It tried to be different. It tried to have a new, interesting take on it.
There's nothing wrong with a movie trying to be different, as long as you can do it in a really convincing, successful way. And this movie did it.
Well, it'd be hilarious if Jesse just said, Lisa, I'm not attracted to you.
That would have been a bombshell and a half.
That would be amazing.
And here we go. A little bit of deja vu with the bus again. Well, I guess he's still got the burns on his arms. So he got cleared of all the murders he caused? Okay.
I've never been that happy to go to school. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I'm surprised people
that man did a hop before he went to the school bus. I've never been that happy to go to school.
And I'm surprised people forgot that he pretty much massacred everybody in the pool.
I know, right?
Like, that wasn't you? Okay, we forgive you, even though you killed my friend and stabbed him in the face, but okay, fair enough. Robert Englund driving the bus again? No, somebody else.
I love how Jesse's still paranoid.
Yeah.
The bus is going too fast. It's going too fast. Stop the bus.
Yeah, the bus is going too fast.
He's still paranoid. I love it. Stop the bus, you son of a bitch!
Dude, relax.
That's how the bus looked at him like, bro.
He's like, fuck's your problem? Sit your ass down.
Oh, I love this this jump scare here.
Over my ass.
and it's going into that desert again, just like at the beginning of the film.
Freddy gets the last laugh in the end.
I love Freddy's laugh.
Definitely a sequel bait ending, but it's a fucking good one. And there you go, guys.
And there's Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. I love the music here.
Yeah, I mean, music's good on here too, man.
Yeah, this 1920s music, yeah.
Yeah. It kind of works for it.
Hey, that is Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. And that was fun. I definitely say, underrated, underappreciated, way ahead of its time. I thought Robert Englund was great. The presentation of Freddy was great. The scariest Freddy yet. I wasn't even scarier than Part 1.
No doubt.
I like Mark Patton as Jesse. I felt sorry for him. I thought he was good. He's very sympathetic. I thought Lisa as Kim Myers did fine. The story, the little twist that they tried to do, that Freddy was defeated by Nancy, so he's going to try to go at it from another angle where he's still the nightmare guy, but he's trying to do human possession. which is a nice, interesting take. It's not for everybody. The Nightmare fans, didn't fuck with it, but I appreciate the effort, and of course, again, the subtext, the undertones to it is very in your face. But hey, I think this is a solid sequel to the first film, and it's cool to see that the fans, as the years goes on, appreciate it more. So I dig this film. I dig this film a lot. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, well, for me, I mean, I liked the concept of this movie. I thought that the story was great. The little subtle hints and the undertones and the message this movie had, it was very like you said, it was ahead of its time. Mark Patton, who played Jesse, I felt put on a really excellent performance. I mean, like you could honestly believe he was in like a very dire situation. Like you actually felt bad for him with some of the situations he was going through. Like not just with Freddy Krueger, but with the stuff that was going on in his daily life and the shit that he was, the fact that he has this secret that he can't tell nobody, because how can you explain something like that back then? So that was his dilemma right there. I felt that the cinematography was good. The acting was good. Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. I mean, okay, he didn't have a lot of screen time, and that's fine, because the crazy thing is, it actually worked for this movie. Like this movie had kind of a storyline that was similar. You could say kind of similar to Halloween Ends. The only difference between Halloween Ends and this one is that this one did it better. The effects were great. I mean, I loved how they came about, especially the practical effects when you see the possession, like that part where you see Freddy literally bursting out of Jesse. I thought that was probably one of my favorite effect shots in the entire movie. The pool massacre scene was good too. But just all in all, like it's sorry, microphone just went off. Just gotta check my mic a minute. Are we still on? Yeah, we're still on. All in all, though, I thought the movie was just good. It's one of my top 3 entries in the series. I put this there in number 2. And it was just a really cool experience to revisit this film again. And it's nice to know that this movie now has a cult following, and the movie's now, I guess you could say, finally getting the what's the word for it? Finally getting the credit that it was long overdue, because back then people didn't get the message for it.
People weren't ready for it. They weren't ready for it.
No, they weren't. Like you said, this movie was ahead of its time, and nobody was ready for this kind of movie. Nowadays, it's like anybody can watch this kind of movie. But back then, the story that this movie was trying to tell, it was at a time where nobody was ready for it, and nobody was ready to understand it or whatever. They were just like, fuck this movie. But now it's like, oh, now I see what they were trying to say. Because, like I said, it was a different time. It was a different era back then. So, I mean, like, if you did this kind of Nightmare on Elm Street movie now, no doubt this movie would have got universal acclaim by a lot of critics, if you know what I mean. But it's still a good movie either way. I enjoyed it. So I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. It was a fun sequel. One of my favorites as well.
Oh, and also that opening scene.
Yeah,
that bus is fantastic.
Probably I'm probably going to go on a limb and say that's probably one of the best opening scenes in the entire series.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, there were some good ones later on in the series, but nothing comes close to that. Just nothing.
Nope, nothing at all. Oh, well, hey, again, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight. Yeah, again, I had to apologize for being late. I was stuck in traffic, by the way.
Yeah.
But Paul, all right. So, what is your pick for the next episode of the Gorehound Show?
Well, I got one more slasher movie next trick up my sleeve. Don't worry, it's not what you're thinking, at least not yet. This one's going to be a Netflix movie. This is a Swedish slasher movie, which I just recently come across. I've not watched it yet, so this will be myself and James's first ever time watching this. We're going to be going into this one completely blind. So my next pick is going to be The Conference.
All right, The Conference. Okay. All right, and then the movie I'm gonna pick after that, I'm gonna go a little different with this one. It's not a slasher. It's not even a horror film.
Okay.
I actually just rewatched this movie literally 2 nights ago, and I completely forgot how great this movie was and still is. It is a classic. It is a classic action film. Not even classic. It's one of the greatest action films of all time. And you know what? And you know what? Yeah, I decided to take the car instead of going straight. I'm going left. And my pick after The Conference is the first Die Hard.
Oh, fuck. I knew we were going to go with that. When you said one of the best action movies, I was like, it's fucking Die Hard, isn't it? It's got to be. Fucking yes, let's go.
Yes, Die Hard. Which, by the way, thoughts and prayers to Bruce Willis, who suffered from what was it? Dementia?
Yeah, some kind of. It's like a brain issue. Let me look up what it is again. I'll give you the exact details. But all I know right now, because of that, he can no longer understand the stuff he reads, and he can't even speak no more.
Can't even speak no more. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll find out what it is. Hang on. It's called. It's a frontal temporal dementia.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty bad. I'm going to read into this. Hang on. Okay. So frontal dementia is like it's a neurocognitive disorder. It encompasses several types of dementia involving progressive degeneration of the brain's frontal and temporal lobes. The second most prevalent type of the early onset dementia is Alzheimer's disease. Men and women appear equally affected. FTD generally presents as a behavior or language disorder with a gradual onset. Signs and symptoms tend to appear in late adulthood, typically between 45 and 65. Man, I got to keep an eye on myself because you've heard the way I've been stuttering a little bit. I got to be careful of that. It can affect people younger and older than this, so you better keep an eye on yourself as well, James. Currently, there is no cure or approved symptomatic treatment for FTD exists, although some off-label drugs and behavioral methods are prescribed. So basically, if you've got this, you are fucked.
Right.
It's basically after a certain amount of time, everything about yourself, your personality, your ability to communicate, it just goes. And I can tell you right now, dementia is not a fun thing to have, because when you think about it, you could have someone in your family who can be like the happiest person imaginable, and then when they catch it, you see pieces of themselves slowly burning away, and they don't even recognize who you are no more. They don't even know where the fuck they are anymore, and it's heartbreaking to see this person that you've known all your life, and they don't know you no more. It's bad. So yeah, it sucks that
which actually now it all kind of makes sense now, because I remember like 10 years ago, when it felt like Bruce was just doing movie after movie after movie after movie, and shitty ones at that. And
I mean, a lot of us thought that he was just phoning in the performances for a paycheck, and then later on we realized, no, this is something else.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah, it was his condition kicking in because I always used to wonder that. I always used to wonder when I watch his movies. I'm like, what happened? What the fuck happened to you? I'm like, you used to be. But Bruce Lee used to be very charismatic, charming, energetic. It seemed like his later years, he was just so bland as a personality. And I was wondering, like, why does he keep making movie after movie after movie after movie? Now it kind of makes sense now why he was doing all those movies to be financially set up because he's completely retired from acting, obviously.
Yeah.
But at least he's living out. He's just chilling with his family.
Yeah,
right
well,
now.
he's 69.
He's 69, and he's just living his last days with his family. Which, hey, I think it's a great way for him to go out.
I mean, it sucks that he has this this illness that he has right now, and it's kind of a tragedy in a way, but it's there's no
I think
denying
the last movie I could probably say where Bruce felt like Bruce to me, maybe Red, the first Red movie. But like in the mid 2010s, I was just asking myself, like, dude, you used to be charismatic as fuck. Like now, you have no personality now. But now it makes sense.
I think the last movie I felt that he was actually trying was well, maybe about one or two or three films. I'm thinking maybe the remake of Death Wish, Glass, and I'm probably gonna say the final Die Hard movie. Because people are saying that one of the causes of this is that he had like some kind of head trauma incident that happened when he was filming Tears of the Sun, and some people say it could root back to that accident. Because head trauma, you wouldn't realize it. You get up thinking, "Oh, I'm okay," but then later on, it's like shit happens. It's like that time with my mom where she had something happen to her, and that's why she had like cataracts built up in her eyes because of some form of trauma that happened to her many years back, and it slowly built it up. And I reckon this is what happened with Bruce Willis because of that incident that happened to him on a film set. It was slowly but surely building in him, and it just got to the point where it was just like you can't hide it no more. Because if you look at some of those later films he was in, where it was like straight to video gigs, from what I was told, is that because one of the guys he was working with, a film director, Stephen C. Miller, who I'm on his friends list with. I remember asking him a little bit about it. And, he basically said that there was times where when he was on the set, it was like, okay, what am I doing here? What's going on? And he had an earpiece, so somebody was feeding him his lines to say. But in terms of how he performed it, it was kind of like, if I have to do a comparison, you remember Terry Gordy?
Yeah.
Don't you think this is a little similar? Because remember, he had that incident where he overdosed on that plane, and he was dead for like 3 or 4 minutes, and then when he came back, his personality was gone. And it's kind of what happened here.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. But like I said, he's able to spend time with his family, and I saw a recent photo of him and Demi Moore together. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get out of here because Paul, I'm about to go see the movie Abigail.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about going to see that probably on Sunday. The last movie I watched, as you know, was in December, was Civil War, and I thought it was a fucking great movie. Oh, I've got to mention as well. Did you hear about some of the new cast members that's being put in for 28 years later?
Who?
Let me get the information because they got a couple of names. I think Ralph Fiennes is one of them. I did hear about that, and I think the guy that was in the Kick-Ass movies is in it too. And I know that Cillian Murphy's definitely coming back. That has been confirmed. Who was in this? Oh, fuck me. The kid that was in Harry Potter, the one that played Harry Potter's friend, he's in it too.
Okay.
And listen to this. The movie per installment has a planned budget of $75 million. So there's gonna be some big shit going down in this one, dude.
Cool.
And what else is there? There was something else I've read into. Yeah, Mad Max or Furiosa. We know that's going to be dropping on the 24th of May, which I'm looking forward to seeing. There was a scene on there that it's a 15-minute action scene, right? And I found out it took 75 days and 200 stunt people to film this one 15-minute action scene. Right?
Fuck all that. Fuck that.
Dude, what are they going to be putting in this one? Because fucking Fury Road was like one of my favorite Mad Max movies. For a long time, Part 2 was my favorite, and I felt nothing was going to top that until that son of a bitch showed up. So, what are we going to be seeing here? Oh, and I will warn you, the running time is going to be 150 minutes. Oh, and you lucky folks in the U.S.
Not everything needs to be 2 hours, folks. Damn.
Well, hey, if George Miller's directing it, it's going to be in good hands. I mean, I trust him on this one. Oh, and Terrifier 3, you guys are going to get it 2 weeks early, October 11th.
Which is my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, man. You got yourself a perfect birthday movie. I got to wait until October 25th, though, because that's when they're going to release it in the UK over here. So, yeah, we're finally going to get a UK cinema run for Terrifier 3. And that other movie that's being made from the guys who did Terrifier, that movie, what's it called? You talked about it a while ago, called Stream. That's going to be dropping on the 21st of August. So you got that one to look forward to.
Okay.
There was another movie I didn't read into. I'm just gonna see if I can find it. A second, because I've been like posting tons of news before I went away. Like I said, we got the People Under the Stairs remake that's on its way, which is being directed by Jordan Peele, from what I understand. Oh, what's this? Hey, we're gonna have 2 more Evil Dead movies being filmed right now. We have 2 more of those on the way. Oh yeah, that Strangers reboot's gonna be dropping next week. No, actually, it's gonna be out this Friday coming up. And this is actually going to be the first of the trilogy. I hear they're releasing the first one this month. The second one's going to be dropping in July, I think. And the last one will be in November. So you got that happening. Shit, what else? There was this one. Oh, the guy who did Dr. Sleep, the Shining sequel. It turns out he is going to be the guy that's going to be directing the next Exorcist.
That's right. That's right. It's a trilogy. That's right.
Yeah. So my thoughts on that is good. As long as ain't fucking David Gordon Green, we're good. So, I'm sorry, guys, but he is gonna be forever on my shit list for fucking up Halloween. That's just how it is. I'm sorry.
Understandable.
And the day we do that, oh, what the fuck? We got a Masters of the Universe live action reboot coming in 26. Okay. And what else? There's talks about a season 4 of Chucky coming out, but there's also talks of a new movie coming too. And also, for anyone who doesn't know, it
You
turns out
said
that
Chucky?
yes.
I don't want shit to do with Chucky no more.
Oh, really? I watched
If you
season
look, if you look what I posted in the Discord,
All right,
I don't want if this is what they're doing with Chucky, I don't want shit to do with it.
What have they? Hang on, I'm gonna log into Discord again, but
The
give me a rough
last
idea.
thing I posted.
Okay, hang on. Oh, why do I get this feeling I'm gonna have some shit to say about this?
Almost say is, you know what? You'll see it. If that's the route they're going with them, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm gonna have a look. Hold on. I'm going on Discord right now. Where is it under shows and movies?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have a look. Scrolling up. Oh shit.
Yeah. And apparently that's a little boy. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, Don Mancini. That's all I'm gonna say. You fucking weirdo.
That is.
And again, I don't know if it's from the show or I saw it on Twitter, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
I haven't watched season 3 yet. I'm gonna wait for that to come on Blu-ray because I've already got like seasons 1 and 2. I need to go for at this point. But
Don Mancini ruined this damn franchise. Okay, I don't give a fuck if he's the creator of the Chucky character. He ruined this franchise.
I know Don Mancini as well, but dude.
But if that's the type of shit that he started, listen, look, you already know, Paul. I don't fuck with the Chucky show, okay? Especially with the certain shit that they're doing with the main character. It's like I don't want to see. Okay, listen, okay, but with Jesse, at least Jesse is growing into an adult. Okay, that's an adult man playing that character. Mm-hmm. But seeing a little kid characterized in that fashion on that show. It's like that's weirdo shit to me. No, I can't support it. I can't support it.
How old is the character that's playing? What's the character's name?
I don't give a fuck how old. It's supposed to be a character. He's in either elementary or middle school. Like, no. No, I can't. I can't do it.
Well, this is going to be an interesting viewing for me. I'll have to check these out. You know how I am.
They got Chucky kissing. No, this ain't for me. It's not for me.
Yeah, I understand. I get it.
I can't do it. I can't support that. I just can't.
I just can't believe they're putting it in horror films. Okay.
And sexualizing kids. I can't do it. I can't do it.
That's kind of
that kind of tells me how Dom Anthony gets down, but hey, Dom Anthony, Tom Holland made Child's Play what it was. You fucking okay. Go ahead, Paul.
We have the third and final installment of the X trilogy on its way. The Vaccine. That's going to be dropping soon.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. They have not done a fucking remake of that.
What?
You remember a movie series called Faces of Death?
Yes.
Well, we got a remake of it coming out, and it just got rated R for strong, bloody violence, gore, and nudity. I fucking just so happen to have the first 4 movies on DVD.
Oh my goodness gracious!
They were banned in the UK for a lot of years, dude. The first one, though, I mean, like, I know the others got a little stupider and fake as the movies went on. But that first movie, oof, some of the shit you see on there. Like, I'll never forget that one scene with that cult. Remember that one with the cult? And they literally cut that person open, start eating his guts, and having the cannibalistic blood orgy going on.
I'm sorry, I still can't get that Chucky shit out my head. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, this one's gonna set you off. We're gonna have a Mickey versus Winnie.
Excuse me?
Let me say that again. Mickey Mouse versus Winnie the Pooh. Freddy versus Jason style. I shit you not.
Why not? Why not? Why not at this point? Like why not?
I was not ready for that.
Fuck, man. Fuck Hollywood, man.
Oh shit! That Abigail movie's made a good ton of money at the box office, and it's not hard to see why. I've heard a lot of good things about this movie, dude.
Well, you know, it's the same people that behind the Scream films. Melissa Borea's in it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense.
Well, I tell you what. Once you've seen it, I'm waiting to hear back from you on it. Because I need to know if it's going to be worth me seeing it. I have to see it if it is.
Well, the movie starts like at least like 20 minutes, so I'm glad to get going here. But
shit! All right, yeah.
But man, again, I will just say this one last time. I don't give a fuck that Dominic came up with the concept of Chucky. I don't care. Okay, Tom Holland is the man that made Child's Play Chucky what he is. Okay, all right. As much damn Man City you want to act like he didn't, he did. Because once you took over the franchise, that's when the franchise went to shit. And now you got bullshit like that. Look, again, I don't know if it happens on the show or whatsoever, but the fact that shit is in a Chucky property is bullshit, and it's insulting, and you are a fucking creep and a weirdo. Okay, I don't plan on being in Hollywood. I don't plan, Paul. You don't have to say nothing, but I don't plan on being in Hollywood, so I can say what the fuck I want to say. Dom Man City, you are a fucking weirdo, fucking creep, and I hope you rot in hell for that. But anyway, so next week will be the conference.
Yep, on Netflix.
On Netflix,
and Die Hard.
And Die Hard will be episode 88. Yes.
No, hang on. Yeah. 87 is a conference, and 88 is Die Hard. Yeah. And just think, folks, we are now officially 13 episodes away from 100.
We're getting there. We are getting there. All right, so folks, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Again, don't be afraid to share the video. Paul, tell the people where they can find you.
Well, if you're on Facebook, you can find me on Paul Burke's Photography Corner. I've got a lot of photos there, especially from the event that I was at. And if you want to see some horror movie stuff, type in Support Indie Horror. We are now close to 9,000 followers, I think. That's the number now. Let me see where we're at now. The number of followers. We are now 8.8 thousand members. We're almost there. So if you want to see cool horror content, whether it's movies, conventions, you'll find it all there.
And you can find me at Primetime James Thomas, which is my professional wrestling channel, and of course, Primetime Movie Network, and at the Primetime Collective, which is my main channel. And be sure to watch all 86 episodes of the Primetime Gorehounds. And we'll see y'all next week for the
Conference.
conference. I almost said the collective. The conference. And everyone, have yourselves a great Cinco de Mayo, and have a great weekend. And we will see you guys later. We are out, and fuck Don Mancini.
May the 4th be with you.